Everybody's done backpack dumps before, but the difference with this is truly the bag itself. This is the evolution of the Vertx Ready Pack by Vertx, and this is the all-new Vertx Ready Pack X. I've been running it for the last 2 weeks, and rather than just going into the bag itself, let me walk you through why I think this is Vertx's best pack yet. Today we're taking a dive into this pack here. This is the Ready Pack X, one of their brand new Ready Packs that they've just released. If you've had any of the Ready Pack series in the past, there are a lot of similarities, but I want to say that they did combine a lot of the features of all 3 Ready Packs into one, and that's what makes this the Ready Pack X. Before this video, I did do a dump of the Ready Pack 3.0, which I use for my daily work bag. And I honestly really love that bag, but this definitely takes over that Ready Pack 3.0. I feel like on a day-to-day run and gun EDC backpack type of basis, the Ready Pack 3.0 is good, but as a work bag, I feel like this Ready Pack X definitely checks all my boxes. So first up, taking a look at the bag itself from the outside, you have your same slant pocket right here, and then inside of that, it's still pretty open. You don't have any organization in there. I do want to say that they have added a little bit more forced organization into their backpacks. Unlike their previous series of the 3.0 for both Ready Packs and the Gamuts and below, they have really integrated a lot of just loop panels, so that way you can use their Taktagami accessories or maybe accessories of your own. Real quick on the outside, I just have my electronics cleaner, and that just lives in the front there. Apologize if you guys hear the sirens. I'm right near the freeway, but hopefully this noise canceling is working. I got some mints here, and then I also have some hand sanitizer. And that's usually what lives up in the front pocket. I usually also have my lotion up there. I think it might be in this pocket here. But in this pocket, that's where they do have a little bit more of that forced organization, which actually isn't bad. You have a slot right here where you can put a pen. I don't have anything in there right now. There is that lotion that I was talking about. I have eczema, so gotta have lotion on me at all times. I got a small little ouchie boo-boo kit, and it's actually in my Data Crew small fry pouch. And then I have some antibacterial hand wipes, especially if you have kids, that's a plus. There's a zippered mesh pocket right here, and I don't have anything in there right now, but where I pulled these 2 items out of, there's actually a pocket right back here where you can put that. And then you have a dump pouch that pretty much goes to the bottom of the bag here. Moving on to the bottle pockets. So you do have one on this side, and you have another bottle pocket on this side. And I don't have any bottles that I have in there right now because they're in the car, currently drinking out of them. You can fit up to a 1 liter Yeti Yonder on the side of this. So if you need to get some type of reference as to what size that is, you can look that up. Typically what I put on the sides here. And then I also have this. This is a Maxpedition. I talked about this in my last video. This is a Maxpedition roly-poly pouch. This actually hooks onto my belt, and that way if I need any extra storage, which I really don't need much more, but if you need that extra storage to store any other gear, this actually came in clutch when I was at SHOT Show. I was using this on my hip when I would get merch from different booths, and then I would just use it as a dump pouch outside of my backpack because I didn't want to keep slinging my backpack over. So this came in clutch. Really love that. And that just stays on this side while the water bottle stays on the other side. Now on the back side, I want to show you guys that this is new. This is a new panel here. I want to say that they definitely copied the Ghost series, where instead of the ribbed back, you just have a flat back here. Now I do have back sweats, but that's kind of typical if you're going to be running and gunning with an everyday carry backpack. You're going to experience back sweats. And they have that integrated on the Ready Pack X. And then they also still have that luggage pass-through that goes right through here. Now, a tip that I wish they did, which they did with their new Everyday Carry Series bag, is that the pass-through goes from the bottom up. As you can see, this pass-through goes from the side. I think it's that way by design because if you are going to put any armor in here, you could not only use that as a luggage pass-through, but you can pass your arm through it and use it as a shield. And so I see why that's the case. But in most cases, if the luggage pass-through goes from the bottom up, you don't have to worry about your contents inside going sideways, especially if you have a water bottle on the side, you know. But this is a newer addition here. On the backpack straps, they still did include the sternum strap, even with the Ready Pack X, as they should. I always clown about GoRuck because GoRuck is like a hundreds of dollars backpack, and they don't include a $15 sternum strap. It's kind of a joke to me. But they do include the sternum strap with this backpack, and you do have your pass-throughs here where you can run a hose through the inside, a bladder inside of the bag, or if you have any electronics and you want to run those cables down. What I did, I actually added this here. This is a little EDC pouch made by Silver Express. Now what's cool about this is on the front I could put patches, and then there's a zippered pocket here. I took my AirPods out, but my AirPods live in here. And then if I have chapstick, I'll throw that in here as well. But this just goes over the shoulder strap of the bag, and it goes like so. And then I just zip that up, and I can put patches on there as well. If you have any medication or anything like that, you need to put it in here, that's a good place to have it as well. And then on the other side, very similar. The sternum strap is adjustable, as you can see here. You can bring that down, bring it up, however you'd like. On the top, I do have a hero clip. And the hero clip is clutch because I like riding my backpack as a passenger princess. So the hero clip, got this from my boy X. I can actually hook onto the headrest of the passenger seat, so that way my backpack stands upright rather than laying it down. Really small adjustment, but a great tactic. Now, before we go into the main compartment here, let's talk about the CCW compartment, or as they call it, the CCW compartment. That actually hasn't changed. So you still have your rapid access pull tab, which is this right here, and bring that down. In here, I just have, this is my Telesin. It has MagSafe there. So if you guys see my videos where I have hands-free mobility, where I'm able to record an unboxing or what have you, this Telesin is actually what's working that magic. So I just put that over my neck, I clip my phone onto here, and then I'm able to run and gun. And then this right here is a notebook. Just jot down all my notes, also have it for work. What is included in this bag is this BAP for your CCW. So that way, if you have a inside the waistband holster or even an outside the waistband holster, and you wanna have that in your bag, so that way you don't have to be forced into a Velcro type holster, you can actually use this to fasten that IWB or OWB holster here into the bag. And that way, in an event where you're going into a place where you don't want to bring this backpack with you, well, you can just take that holster off, put it on your person, and then this lives in here. On the back side, you do have a pass-through where they have a little plastic in here right now, but this is where you can put that armor. And then on the flap side is all looped panel. So if you want to add your own accessories in there, like Taktagami, or you have any patches, I'm a big patch guy. If you have any patches, you can decorate that as well. So now let's move into the main compartment here. Let's start with the admin panel. Admin panel, nothing changed with the admin panel. As you can see here, it still has that looped laser cut MOLLE panel up top. This is actually newer for me. On here, I have various pens, highlighters, markers. I also have a lever gear USB dongle, and then I have my Olight Pro and a carabiner in case I want to hook my keys on here. And I actually just have that slapped right up top. That way I can have easy access to it. This is a pouch that carries just hygienic stuff. I have my floss in here, different types of floss in here. Let's see. I also have little toothpicks in here as well. This is by Tough Stuff Gear. one of their EDC pouches, really like that. I have a lighter in here as well. That's pretty much what I have in this pouch. I did have some paracord in here because I'm gonna show you guys what I did to some pouches that are in the main panel. This is by Atwood Rope. Really like this because I'm able to just cinch this here when I'm not using it. It has its included cutter. And on the bottom side, open that up, boom, you got a lighter that lives on the bottom of this. So that way when you have to finish those tips, you have no problem. And then deep inside here, you have more MOLLE, or not MOLLE, you have an area for ways that you can put pouches. It's the same as the 3.0. Nothing's different with this admin panel. And then I do have a small toolkit. And this is one by Garage Built Gear. And so I have some patches right there, but at the same time, I have another Skeletool in here, some scissors. I also have a lot of bits in here with my little screwdrivers, and that lives in this admin panel. As always, you can ride this backpack with tucking this into the flap. And when you tuck it into the flap here, you can use the backpack like so. So that way you can have an exposed Velcro laser cut MOLLE section. I don't typically run it like that, but that is an option for you. So let me put that back in here. I don't know if you guys are catching this leaf blower that's going off. If you are, I apologize. I'm doing this all outside of work right now. But I got that there. And now let me go into the main compartment. So the main compartment and what's different here is this. So you do have some forced organization that they did include in the X that they had in the 2.0 and I think the 1.0. But you have 3 slots, 1, 2, 3, and then this actual panel is looped. So that way you can add things like this. Now I have my pepper spray, which is also a flashlight in that big slit. And then I have a marker that's in that second slit. And then in this top slit, I have my Big Eye Design utility knife that I have in here. So that lives in this top area. You do have a mesh lined pocket here. So in here, I just have, this is actually trash. I have some cards, playing cards. I also have my glasses cleaner. And then that's pretty much what's up top. You do have a spot where you can tether your keys, but I don't really use that for my keys, if I'm being completely honest with you. And then in here, what's also different is that they took out that rapid access pull that was right up top. I really like that because in a pinch, you can stage your backpack to zip to the center. And there's a little Velcro piece that sticks out here, and you're able to just rip this open from that. And they took that away. I wish that stayed. And then on the back side, instead of this being all looped right here, this is now a smooth back with the same looped laptop panel. But in here, I do want to show you, I did have my DJI Osmo Pocket on the top, and that's actually what I'm using to record this video. Love this camera, by the way. And then I pull this out. This is my snack break sling. And I was showing my customization that I did, and that's why I had that paracord in my backpack. I actually created a grab handle because this normally is used as a sling, but I don't use it as a sling, and this is my dedicated camera bag. Another mention for Silver Express, they do hooked back pouches, which you can put on your gear. And then in here is usually where I keep extra batteries for my camera. I have my Sony ZV-1 in here, very spacious. I know someone had asked me what fits in here, but I have another external mic. I have my cables and transmitter, and then I have my Sony ZV-1. It's my typical workhorse. I don't have a fancy camera, guys. I really don't. I used to have like a camera with all the different lenses, but it became too complicated to kind of carry that around all the time, especially at work. But I got that there, my snack break sling, and then at the very bottom, I have my double admin pouch in leather by Nutsack. As you can see, there's been a lot of tough love happening to this pouch here. This is actually my dedicated tech pouch. Ooh, fly, what the hell? This is my dedicated tech pouch. And I did the same thing for the snack break where I added a grab handle right up top. In here, I have, gosh, I got my work headset, I got batteries, I got power banks, extra USB-C cables, wall mounts, power adapters, stuff like that. So these bags actually get taken out of my backpack every single day for work because I use the stuff that's inside. And that's pretty much what is in the main compartment, along with my workhorse of an iPad 11 Pro. Not the new one, I know they're coming out with an M5 maybe. I'm still on M1, guys, but M1 does plenty, I'll tell you that. So that's what I have in the Ready Pack X. I wanna know your guys' thoughts. What do you think about this backpack? I really like it for everyday carry use. I feel like it's gonna be perfect for someone that is maybe getting into this type of EDC type backpack. If you have not had any of the Ready Pack series before, damn fly. This is one to go for. It's a lot smaller, but it still packs a lot of storage, which I really appreciate. I do want to send a thank you to Vertx for sending me this bag for review. This isn't a paid sponsorship or anything like that. Vertx has been a great partner of the channel, and so I do just want to send my appreciation over. But fire down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about this bag. I really would like to know. My name is Mikey Messina. This is Mikey Daily Carry. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Welcome back.